The Tundras are starting to come in thick and fast. These two beauties here, I wouldn't mind either of them in my driveway, whether it be the nice green non-flared option or the subtle black beefy flared option. This one's got the wider wheel offset. This one is an aggressive fitment without the flares. It's had a heap of custom paintwork done to it, as well as a new grille, a few 12-volt accessories, whereas this one is simply 3-inch suspension kit, a nice aggressive wheel fitment, as well as the flares. We'll run through both of these Tundras. We'll give you a full walk around on the green one, as well as the black one. I'm keen to hear which one you would choose, why you would choose it, and what you want to see on the Tundra platform here at Big Dog Builds in the future. We'll run through all of the features on both of these ones, whether you should be in one or whether you should be jumping up to a HD truck. For the Toyota fans, is it going to be the Tundra? Ooh. The Australian-spec Toyota Tundra is exclusively equipped with an iForce Max hybrid powertrain. This includes a 3.5 twin-turbo V6 petrol engine paired with a one-motor hybrid system. The hybrid system provides a combined output of 326 kilowatts and 700 newton meters. How'd that sound? Oh, I didn't know we're filming here. That is the underside of the Tundra. 3.5 litre twin-turbo V6. When it comes to underbonnet, performance, drivetrain, that's not typically us here at Big Dog Builds. So I've pulled out the trusty Google, but they are 3.5 litre twin-turbo V6. They definitely have a bit of go about them. We've driven both of these ones here. This one is equipped with a couple cool K&N air filters. It is going in for a bit of tuning down south. For now, both pretty much stock engines. They've definitely got a lot of pulling power. I'm keen to see the feedback from customers driving these ones while towing, because from what I've heard so far, that is where they're a fair bit limited compared to the big torquey diesels. But if you're wanting something around town, is a 3.5 litre twin-turbo V6 for you. When it comes to the factory setup on the Tundras, they're about 3 inches lower than what this one is here in the suspension, because we've gone and installed a BDS 3-inch performance suspension kit with the impressive Fox 2.5 shockies. But the factory suspension in these ones here mean that you are quite low. So your ground clearance, your approach and departure angle in the Tundra isn't going to be the best at all. So raising it up a little bit, but getting a better performing suspension kit underneath them is definitely a must. These ones come with independent front as well as coil rear suspension. With the coil rear suspension, you're going to be quite limited when it comes to putting a trailer on the back. The most similar truck to this one here would be the Ram 1500 DT, and that one there, independent front, and then you've got your coil in the rear end as well. So it comes down to the airbag assist as well as that coil rate. Obviously, the taller you go, the larger that coil is. And with the larger coil, the larger shock, the rear end's gonna float around a fair bit more. So when you're wanting to tow with this sort of setup, you need to get that whole rear end really, really dialed in. The 2500 Ram is similar with the coils in the rear end, but with the solid axle front end, it's a bit of a beefier setup. So this one here, I would compare mostly to the 1500 Ram. The Chevy 1500, as well as the F-150 are both leaf sprung rear. And having a leaf sprung rear means that you can do an airbag assist, and that load's carried over a few different points, and it's definitely a little bit more planted. With the BDS 3-inch performance kit though, 2.5 remote reservoir shocks, both front and rear. So you got full adjustability there, both low speed and high speed, and you can really get the best out of this kit here. As I mentioned to customers, go fully soft, which is anti-clockwise, and then firm them up by going all the way clockwise, and you're gonna soon see what the difference in that shock absorber tuning is. And the beauty with the Fox 2.5 shocks is every sort of 30, 40,000 Ks, or depending how much off-road use you are doing, you can service these shock absorbers, you can revalve them, you can tune them a little bit as well. So if you're not happy with how they come from factory, you're really pushing the boundaries on them. When you get them serviced, you can get the shock shop then to do a bit of custom tweaking as well. So they're gonna last pretty much longer than the vehicle if you look after them. When it comes to the side steps on the Tundra, these ones here are the factory ones from Toyota. They're not too bad, they're a little bit plasticky feeling. Better than some others on the market, I must say. But getting in and out of these ones here, it's not too bad. For my big safety boot, I am hitting the sill a little bit. So hitting that part a little bit with my big feet going on there. We'll spin around to the green one here and show you what an aftermarket set of side steps would look like compared to these ones here. But going for a side step is going to be better than nothing, because jumping in and out of a vehicle, even at this height, I am 6'2", but getting in and out makes it a little bit tricky still. You're just having to jump that little bit. So having some sort of side step's better than nothing, but we'll spin over here to the green one and we'll show you what we've done for the green one. This one here, as you can see, nice flush sill on this one. We've gone and installed a set of Amp Research Vision side steps on this one. As you can see, they tuck up really nice and neatly. They definitely give you the look of the vehicle that's super nice and clean. And you can't see it just yet, but that one there is an LED strip light, the whole length of the vehicle, as well as some more LED lights that go underneath. So the factory side steps don't have any LED courtesy lights. This one here has both got an LED strip light down the side that is color changing, and then you've got white lights underneath as well, as you can see there. So they are quite handy at night time. It will light up underneath the vehicle, and getting in and out of the vehicle with the drop down side steps is a lot easier. It's dropping down a good 110 mil further than the other ones, but this one here will make getting in and out of the vehicle super easy. We've got a few different options that we can run here with the Amp Research Vision series, whether you're wanting to light up and match the green of the vehicle like this one here, whether you're wanting to keep it blue, green, red, RGB, orange, whatever color you want. Those side steps can do it, all from the Amp Research app. When I first got told that I needed an app for a set of electric side steps, I thought I was going mad, but the features that the Amp Research app shows you both on Apple and Android, it's pretty cool. Simply connect to your vehicle, connecting skip, so you can set nickname as well. And as you can see there, you can actually manually retract and deploy the steps while you're at it. So if I wanted to deploy that step there, continue, that step's going to drop down from the phone app. I can cancel that one there. It's folding back up. Then you can go across to the LED lights as well. And we can turn on those strip lights that are on the side. We can turn on the auxiliary lights that are underneath as well, and the step lamps. So pretty cool features in that one there. So with the electric side steps down, we'll pull out the trusty Wayne or Alan or someone's tape measure. That one there, so 3-inch lift, 35-inch tyres, and that's 310 millimeters off the ground. We don't need to convert that to inches because we do it properly over here in Australia. So 310 millimeters in the other one. This one here has got the 3-inch lift, 35-inch tyres, and you're having to go up a massive 460 millimeters to get into that Tundra. That's just not safe. You need electric side steps. It's going to be much safer for the family. 460 millimeters is the same height side step that comes factory on a Chevy 2500 with the factory side steps. It's just too high. Electric side steps are going to make your life so much easier with the added benefit of LED courtesy lights underneath them. Pretty much losing money if you don't buy them. When it comes to the paint on both of these ones here, this blue, black paint, I call it black and blue because there is a little bit of blue that comes through. Quite a nice paint job that the Toyota do in the black. So you got your A pillar, you got your B pillar and your C. The whole cabin's painted in the black one, including all of the pillars. When you go for the lighter color, you actually get a little bit of vinyl wrap on the B pillar as well as the A. Just ties into the look, ties into the glass on the windscreen as well as the glass between the front window and the rear window. The khaki green one has had some custom paint work done. We don't go and cheaply wrap things around here, we do it properly. So we'll flick over to that one again there and I'll show you what we've done. When it comes to the khaki green one, that one had a piece of vinyl wrap up the windscreen there, as well as the B pillar was vinyl wrapped as well. We've gone and blacked out this roof. So gloss black, full roof, the doors came off, the tub came off. This one was done professionally and properly. You could go and vinyl wrap it, but in a couple years time, it's just not gonna look the part. This one here has had the top to bottom paint done. And as you can see with the doors closed, even inside the door jambs there, you're not cheating, you're not seeing any green come through. Does all this extra paint affect the GVM of the vehicle? We'll go into the GVMs in a second. We've got some exciting opportunities coming for the Tundra, which I'll talk about later on. But that one there.
Hey, who's that guy?
That one there. Stage prop's getting uglier by the week. When it comes to the GVM on the Tundra, 35, 36 kilograms. I reckon you go about 500 grams in the paintwork, so it's not really going to affect you. Just go to the toilet before you drive if you're worried. But 35, 36 kilograms GVM standard on the Tundra. Curb weight's important. So how the Tundra rolls off the floor with the piddly little Toyota wheels and tyres, you've got a standard tare weight of 2778 kilos. So that's 758 kilograms of payload. And that's got to account for people, fuel, stuff in the tub, as well as the ball weight on the tow bar from the trailer that you're towing and any other accessories that you're putting in. So we've done a few mods to this one here. We've gotten rid of these things, which we'll get into in a second. We're able to do pre-registration GVMs coming soon. Post-rego GVMs in a couple states around Australia we're going to be able to offer. So stay tuned to the end of this video where we talk about a few of those weights that you can get, because I'm excited. I'm excited for the GVM upgrade. You've gone and bought a Tundra instead of a 300 series, but I don't like 300 series. I think they do have something over the Tundra though, and that's better looking factory wheels. These ones here is what it rolled in on. So that's your factory wheel 265 60 20. And to be honest, you don't want to stay on them. These things are ugly. What you do want to be on is something sexy, something with a bit more tyre, with a bit less rim. So we've jumped down to an 18-inch wheel for this one here. We've stuck to the 20s on the black one, which we'll show you in a second. But for this one here, a Method MR323 in the gloss black. That gloss black ties in nicely to the new gloss black roof. And this one here is a 35, 12.5, 18 Nitto trail grappler. It's all about the look for this one here. It's a tough looking daily, 35, 12.5 Nitto trail grappler. It is a mud terrain tyre, but it is quite quiet on the road. So it is one of the more kind ones to the eardrums, especially on these smaller vehicles. Some of the muddies out there are gonna feel like you're driving a Cessna down the road. But this one here, it's a great looking tyre, a great performing tyre from Nitto, and the massive 35, 12.5, 18. Speaking of good performing mud terrain tyres, this one here is a Toyo MT in a 35, 12.5, 20. Toyo own Nitto, so we can offer both Nittos and Toyos from the one supplier here in Australia. If you're wanting the brand, it's definitely one of the best on the road here. And the mud terrain from Toyo is one of my personal favourite, 35 by 12.5 by 20. The reason why we've gone to a 20-inch wheel or stayed with a 20-inch wheel on this one here is because this customer wanted a wider offset. So going for the wider offset, jumping up to the 20-inch wheel options gives you plenty of options. I think I've got something like about 200 wheels that we can choose from in this same platform in stock, ready to go. This one here is the new Fuel Fusion Forged series. So it's a great looking wheel. It's got the satin black in the middle. It's got the gloss black lip on this one. And wrapping that one in the 35, 12.5, 20 means that the aggressive look on this one here looks amazing. We've had to do a fair bit of trimming in the front end just to make those tyres swing. The amount of trimming that's required depends on the different wheel and tyre combination as well as the suspension height. So just because you've got a decent amount of suspension doesn't mean that you don't have to trim for a wheel and tyre combination. It's a combination of everything that means that we can get that front end dialed in. There is one thing that the factory wheel and tyre combination has over this one right here. It's not much, but you can turn those wheels and tyres over a gutter and not get any scrubbing at all. If you're going big, wide offset, there's one thing that's going to happen. You're going to have scrub. So it's a matter of doing the right amount of trimming to get away from that scrub. That mud flap area is the section of any vehicle that's going to get affected the most. And close second after that one there is the inner guard of the front bumper. Putting a bar on it is going to definitely help that front end. But for this one here, not having a bar on the front end, the Toyota doesn't have the option of pulling that front end forward like some of the other models that we work on. So it's just a matter of getting in there and spending the time to trim it neatly and do a really nice job to swing these big, good looking tyres in there. Sounds like a Toyota. Speaking of Toyota, we've got the two different grills. This one here is how the vehicles come into the country. Black vehicle, green vehicle, it's gonna both still have the same grill on the front end. It's got the little blue in it for being a hybrid from Toyota. And then you don't have any aftermarket light opportunities in this grill unless you do a custom option. What we've then got is the Toyota TRD style grill. So this one here is an imported grill from overseas, and then you've got the option to run a few different lighting packages. We've gone for the minimalist approach on this one, which is the Baja LED light in the middle there. As you can see, you've got a bit of combo lens in the Baja, and then you've got the spot lenses in the middle. This one here also has an orange DRL light inside, which looks pretty cool. But we have gone and actually custom color coded a few extra pieces on the front end of this green one. So that's not gonna be how you see it off the factory floor. The Toyota badge on this one here has been custom color coded. So you got the gloss black in the front end, you got the khaki green in the middle there. And then the main vehicle has got this big surround here. Swing back over, it's chrome on the green one how it came in. And what we've done then, as you can see, is color coded it to match the rest of the vehicle. So it's all those little touches that we can do, whether you're wanting to color code. We can even paint inside the headlight assemblies. When it comes to custom color coding, you want to make sure that you're using the best in the business, like us. So getting that chrome painted has definitely got a unique technique that you need to do. If you don't do it the right way, you'll get ugly orange peel. If a little stone chips it, stones are going to chip any sort of painted surface, no matter if it's a chrome bit that's then been painted. But what you don't want is for that to be flaking in 6 months as well. Seen some ordinary jobs out there. If you do get it painted from an ordinary shop, it's going to cost you a lot of money to strip and redo properly. So start with the best and make sure that your paint on the Tundra turns out as good as this one looks. The rear end of this one here has had more custom paint work done. So the door handle itself has gone to gloss black. This rear bumper section has been painted to the green as well. That one was chrome. So we don't just do the front end of the vehicle, we've also smoked out those real tail lights as well, which looks amazing. The factory tail lights look pretty damn good on the Tundra, but just giving that little bit more definitely makes this one look better than yours. XS4 tonneau cover. Tailgate almost got me then. But there you go, this one, super simple, hard rolling tonneau cover. Pull that latch, roll that one forward. This is one of my favorite tonneaus on the market. You can simply tie that one over, hold that one open, or you can close it in a heartbeat. We can do electric tonneau covers, hard trifold covers, but this one here is one of my favorites. I've run one personally on our vehicle, and this one here I think is the best value for money when it comes to a tonneau cover. You're not wasting the interior space of the tub itself with the electric models. And if you still want security, you can't get into that one. You could probably force it open just like any of the tonneau covers, but you need to drop that tailgate down. The vehicle needs to be unlocked before people can get inside. And if you're worried about water ingress or dirt ingress, none of them are perfect. The tailgates are always going to have some little bits of area for the dust to get into, the water to get into. My suggestion there, get some good waterproof cases. Don't put your pillows in the rear end when you're going camping. Don't let the kids pack the tub, because you're going to regret that one if it's raining and you're on the way to the campsite. Well, as we can see, we have gone and installed a 35-inch tyre under the rear end of the Tundra with full pressure still in it. So we didn't have to let this one down. We've then gone and installed the tow bar wiring combo to the rear. That one is both the grey Anderson plug as well as the red Anderson plug. And in the rear end of this one here, we'll jump underneath, show you the airbag setup that we've got, which is quite unique. We can inflate, deflate the airbags from the two Schrader valves there, but I'll stand up, get a little bit more comfortable and show you the phone app and the extra remote control that we can use for the airbags and how the airbags are going to work with the coils in the rear end. The rear end of this one here, we've gone and installed a unique airbag setup that we're just playing around with. We're trialing, we're doing a bit of R&D work on it, but if you're towing behind a Tundra, having some airbags next to the coils is going to be your best setup. You're going to be able to control the rear end of the vehicle, and by doing something like this one here is going to make deflating those airbags even easier again. So we've got an Air IQ system installed in this one from Logic, and we've got a compressor on the chassis rail. You're going to be able to inflate, deflate the airbags from the comfort of the front seat. You can simply inflate just by holding that one there. You can also do 7 different presets of different trailers up the top end. And if you're wanting to independently adjust left and right, you can just do that one from these little toggles on the outside edge here as well. So that makes inflating and deflating super simple. If you're wanting to just stick to the manual inflate options with the 2 Schrader valves on the back end there, that's one option. The next option is to jump up to something like this, which just makes life a whole lot easier. If you're towing a lot, you're towing different trailers between a caravan or a boat, a jet ski, something like that. This one here, you can preset where you know it's going to be pretty happy. If you've got camping gear in the back end and you want to inflate 10, 15 PSI just to firm it up, it's definitely, the options are limitless when it comes to something like this, and it's going to make your life super, super simple. We just found a feature. It's a feature of floor. If you could push it again and it went back up by itself, then I'd be impressed. But there you go. If you don't want to hit the rear tailgate, side lamp, one of the kids will push it, and that's going to drop down. So make sure you drive off and that one's up. But when it comes to this one here, throw that one up again. As you can see, you've got your chrome rear handle, chrome rear bar, as well as the badges on it, or just that 4x4 over there. This one hasn't got airbags installed. It's not really towing, so we haven't gone and installed any of the manual inflation tabs. But we'll drop that one down. And this one already came into us with the Toyota trifold tonneau cover. So emergency release, if you get locked in, you know where that one is. So you can pull that one there. And this one being a trifold is gonna split and fold in a few different sections. So the hard rolling cover for me is probably the option here, but this one isn't a bad option still as well. We'll see how it goes up. All the different size rear ends with the trifolds and that last fold in different sections. So I'm keen to see where that one is on the factory Toyota one. It's got little foam stoppers up the top there, which are gonna just lean against the vehicle. So you've got one on the glass section and you've got two on the panels themselves, on those C-pillars. So that's gonna do that one there. And then you can use these little rods here to secure that one into place. And that one's not gonna fold down. So I don't love it. I'd probably stick to the other option. But if you're wanting the factory trifold, that's what that one is. Still obviously nice and secure. They both just latch onto the sides here with a little bit of rubber. So it's gonna stop a little bit of water coming in the sides. Definitely looks the part, it's nice and neat. With that tailgate up, this one here is probably a little bit stronger than the back, but you wouldn't be jumping up there, or I wouldn't be jumping up there. A kid probably wouldn't go through it, but an adult wouldn't be wise. So whether you're wanting a trifold tonneau cover, whether you're wanting an aftermarket hard rolling one like that, there's multiple different options. We can do the manual sliding ones where they roll up inside, the electric options, a few different brands. If you're wanting something to put like a tub rack on, that's definitely one of the most challenging sections on the rear end of these vehicles here. And you're wanting to get something with a few little slide rails in the side so you can put crossbars or something like that on. So the rear end, it's a bit of a choose your own adventure, as I say. Out of Toyota, the trifold tonneau, the hard rolling that we've installed on the green one. That one for me, this one, no good. Oh, the side steps definitely make it a lot easier than those factory ones, but I'll put the seat back a little bit and I'll jump in like there isn't a side step on it at all. Other than that, my first impressions, they are pretty damn nice. So if you didn't have a side step at all, it's a bit of a big reach, or a bit of a slide in. It's not too bad, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. But the electric side steps is definitely going to make that a lot easier. We'll start that one up. It's weird every time. Every time I start one up with the hybrid, it just doesn't sound right. But other than that, it's a really, really nice interior. The screen's beautiful in my opinion. The steering wheel feels great. I like the trim. There's a little bit of road noise compared to some of the HD trucks. You get 5 more points by the time you add a Big Dog Builds air freshener in there as well. But you can go through all the different settings. I won't change anything because this is a vehicle owned by a customer of ours, and changing their settings, I won't be very popular. I probably won't know how to put it back either. So, best thing about all of these American trucks is just how large the center consoles are. Whether you're just wanting to throw your phone in somewhere, little trays there, folding that open, plenty of cup holders, a whole lot more than a 79 series, that's for sure. So they've nailed it in this one, but I'm a little bit let down from the main screen there, unless I'm just doing something wrong. So we'll jump in the green one and see if that's any different. And it smells like a man in this one. A little bit louder. Must be the air boxes. Digital rear view. Hey, that's pretty cool. I didn't see that one in the other one. And the screen, yep, I'm let down once again. All right, if you own a Toyota Tundra, tell me how to use one of these things. I'm gonna have to call Aaron and see how he uses this thing, because mate, your truck looks great, but that's a bit of a letdown, I must say. No sunroof, don't get a sunroof in the models. The digital rear view mirror definitely looks the part. There we go, I finally found something to make it a little bit better. That's pretty cool.
There's that guy again.
Oh my God.
But when it comes to the GVM upgrades on these ones here, we are going to be able to get up to possibly that 3.85 up to the 4.2 ton GVM mark. So doing this one pre-registration is going to give you a legal suspension kit, wheel and tyre package just like this one here. and you're going to be able to tow more because the GCM is going to increase pre-registration. Any GVM upgrade done post-registration, if you've already got your Tundra, we're going to be able to help you out still, but it's going to come off your tow capacity. So 4.2 tonne tow capacity on the Tundra if you load it at GVM factory. Any post-registration GVM upgrade is going to come off that one there. If I was to own a Tundra, I wouldn't be buying a trailer over 3.5 tonne mark, to be honest. A boat up the ramp now and then, if you're nice and close, it might be good to jump up to that 4.2, but just remember the payload of the vehicle, the GVM of the vehicle itself, the GCM, the gross combined mass between the vehicle and the trailer itself. And let's face it, these light duty trucks compared to the HD range, nothing tows like a HD truck, whether that be a Chevy, a Ram or a Ford. The Toyota don't have a full size HD truck. The Tundra is all they've got, and this one here. I think it's just going to be time will tell whether these things are going to last in Australia or whether something else is going to take the market. Did someone say Ranger Super Duty? Are you a Toyota fan? You're jumping out of the 79 series into something a little bit more comfortable? Is the Tundra for you? I'm sure we'll see plenty more of these ones come through the Big Dog Builds workshop. If you like these two guys, check this video out here. And if you want to see these American trucks boogie up the beach, this season here is one to watch as well.